we're facing than just last week in New Jersey has to be a reminder of. 6 men, I believe 22 to 28 in age, all Islamic fundamentalist terrorists, for 16 months planning to kill our American military. At one point wanting to kill them at an Army-Navy game, and then finally focusing on Fort Dix because they delivered pizza there. And they were able to become familiar with how it could be done. And I was told by the United States Attorney that what they were planning to do was to kill the young men who were in the sentry booth. Surprise them, use rifles and automatic weapons and machine guns, and just slaughter them. Why? Because we had some attacks of Iraq in the 1990s? I don't think so. That was the reason given by one of our candidates on the stage the other night. Why? Why do they want to attack those? Why do they want to attack those soldiers? Because they hate us for what we stand for. Because they are practicing jihad. Let's face it. Let's deal with it. The only way you solve a problem is by facing it. In the 90s, we didn't. We were attacked at the World Trade Center. We saw it as a crime, not an act of war. That was a mistake. We were attacked at Khobar Towers. We were attacked in Tanzania and in Kenya. We had modest responses, not commensurate with the act of war that was implicit in that. Bin Laden declared war on us. This was the period of time we were helping Arafat win the Nobel Peace Prize.
39.
That give you a sense of how we were in denial of what was going on? And then, of course, we had the attack on the USS Cole, and our sailors were killed in cold blood. And we didn't respond at all. I review that not to blame anybody. I review that so we learn from our mistakes. I review that and I don't blame anybody because government is complicated and these things are difficult and hindsight is so powerful. Now that we get to see it, all those hints, all those things are so much clearer. So I don't blame people for not getting it before September 11th, maybe as they should have, but I don't blame them for that. I do blame people who don't get it after September 11th, 2001. One of the people who gets it is the man who'll speak here later, John McCain. And I believe, so do most of, if not all, of my Republican colleagues. I don't think the Democrats have gotten the full impact of the message the way the Republicans have. Because I'm afraid they're going to put us back on defense. They're going to put us back on defense because many of them oppose the extension of the Patriot Act, because they have questioned electronic surveillance so severely, because they have questioned interrogation techniques. No one wants torture, but the interrogation techniques have to be aggressive to get information from people who don't want to give you that information and are intent on killing you. Investigated many organized crime cases. In fact, back in those days, nobody invited me to dinner. Never in any of those cases do I remember, and I did some terrorist cases, but never in any of those cases, particularly organized crime, because that was the one I spent a lot of time on. I never remember any of them walking into my office, knocking on the door and saying, I want to tell you in advance about that plan we have tomorrow night to kill Rocco. You know how we would find out about those plans? We would tape record it. We would interrogate their colleagues and get the information out of them, and the interrogations were aggressive. Legal, but aggressive.